Oh my gosh, when I tell y'all, this case took a turn that I did not see coming. Before we get into today's video, I just want to let you guys know that this video is for educational purposes only. Please remember to be kind to everybody everywhere, in your everyday life, in your home, in the grocery store, and especially in the comment section down below. Please do not show hate to anybody, anywhere. So good morning, good morning, good morning. How is everybody doing today? I hope you all are having an amazing day. I hope you all are having a wonderful week so far. Thanksgiving here in America is next week. It is Wednesday, and I'm surprising y'all with another video. I have been following this case since it first started trickling into the media, and I said, there's something up with this. Things are not quite making sense, and boy, have we gotten some information today. Before we get into it, though, I did want to let you guys know, if you don't already know, hi, my name is Christina. I do have a second channel, which is Casually Christina. We just do things more casually over there. I also have a Patreon. My Patreon's for 18 and up, and over there we talk about more personal stuff. We go live over there. There's a $2 tier for all the true crime stuff that cannot go onto YouTube due to their terms and policies. That goes over on my Patreon under the $2 tier. Just make sure you read the full about section and what each tier offers before you join. I'm also on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and Like to Know It. And Like to Know It is a platform where you can find links to a lot of the things that I use, that I love, and that y'all ask about. Everything from clothing items, makeup, skincare, these cute little hats that we got to wear for Thanksgiving, pots and pans, Christmas gift ideas, all kind of stuff like that that y'all ask about or that I want to link over there. I do. And all of those platforms are linked down in the description box if you would like to come and check me out. So, okay, have y'all ever been on a cruise? I know me and my family, we love cruising. As a matter of fact, we're going on a cruise in the beginning-ish area of 2026. One of my really good friend's daughter is getting married, and she's having her reception like away on a cruise. So we get to go and support and be a part of that. And we love cruises. But if you have ever cruised, then you may have noticed that you don't ever see any police officers on a cruise. And that is because there aren't any. If something happens on a cruise, the only people that are there to help are the private security guards that are actually hired by the cruise line. Law enforcement doesn't get involved until the ship actually docks. Well, in today's video, we're going to be talking about Anna Kepner and something that happened to her here recently while she was on a cruise with her family, and the FBI is currently investigating it. But things are definitely not adding up here. Before we get into it, I did need to let you guys know, if you don't already know, I am not a professional. Everything in this video is alleged. I don't know any of these people. I am pulling all of my information from very public news sources or media sources that are already out there. Please go do your own research, form your own opinions. Just don't show hate to anybody anywhere. Okay. Let's talk about Anna Kepner. 18-year-old Anna Kepner was born on June 13th of 2007. Anna had been living with her father, Christopher, and her stepmother, Chantel. Anna was known to them as Anna Banana, and they lived in Titusville, Florida. Titusville is about 40 miles east of Orlando, and according to Anna's friends and family, she was pure energy. She was bubbly, funny, outgoing. They said that Anna had a big, beautiful heart, and she would often send like these random text messages that would say, I love you, and just little gestures to make someone's day. Anna loved kids. She loved dolphins, butterflies, arts and crafts, and doing puzzles with her Meemaw. She loved all of her siblings deeply and made sure they always felt it. Anna also enjoyed doing her makeup. She made little TikToks. She loved blasting music while having boat or beach days, and she was a huge Georgia Bulldogs fan, just like her family. Anna was incredibly determined and hardworking. She planned on joining the U.S. Navy after graduating high school, which she was about to do in May of next year, 2026. And she had already finished her test to join. At her high school, Temple Christian Academy, Anna was a member of the varsity cheerleading team. She was also a member of the Grove Church. She had been baptized in May of this year, and clearly, Anna was so loved and she had so many things to accomplish in life. Unfortunately, something unexpected happened. At the beginning of November this year, 2025, Anna and her family went on a 6-day cruise together on the Carnival Horizon ship when Anna was suddenly found deceased. She was found at around 11:15 a.m. on November 7th. The next day, the ship returned to the port of Miami so the FBI could come on board and begin to investigate. Now, I need to just stop real quick and tell y'all, when this story first started coming out into the media and all the big news sources was reporting on it, all that was being reported was that an 18-year-old senior went on the cruise and the FBI got involved in investigating how she passed away. So at this point, I'm researching and I'm like, why are they all reporting on this? Like, was it a medical emergency? Was it foul play? Like, why are we, like, because unfortunately, things like this happen. You have 4,000 plus people on a cruise ship. Unfortunately, things happen. Like, what happened? And at this time, we had no idea that she was on this cruise with her family. So people are wondering, was she on a cruise with her family? Did she go with a boyfriend? Did she go with random friends? And then she ended up not waking up? Like, what exactly happened? Well, the FBI is involved in this case because the cruise was an international cruise. So it was in international waters when Anna passed away. And remember, I said earlier that cruise ships, they don't have their own police forces or anything like that. Typically, they only have hired private security guards, and that's it. And when I first started seeing this case, I'm thinking, okay, this could go either way. The FBI could be involved because something nefarious happened, or maybe the FBI is gotten involved just because of the fact that there was somebody that passed away. It was in international waters, and maybe there's no foul play. However, the FBI has not said one way or another. As a matter of fact, they have been very tight-lipped about this case altogether, which is interesting because, in my opinion, if this was an open and shut case, they would have just come out and announced it already. In a statement, Carnival Cruise said that the death of a guest traveling on the Carnival Horizon voyage that returned to Port Miami on Saturday morning, November 8th, is being investigated by the FBI. Our focus is on supporting the family of our guest. So as y'all can see, not much information came out from them either. But as the days have gone on, with no statement from the FBI, it had me wondering if there was more to this. Anna's body was transferred to the Miami-Dade Medical Examiner's office for autopsy. A cause of death still has not been released. However, the medical examiner did determine a time of death, which was Friday morning at 11:17 a.m., which sounds like when she was found. Now, of course, because there isn't much credible information available, there is quite a bit of unconfirmed speculation. And when I heard about this, I thought, there's 4,000 plus people on this ship. Somebody saw something. Somebody heard something. So I got down into the forums, you guys, last week, and I was reading and I was seeing some rumors and I was going, wow, this sounds very drastic. Could this actually be it? It actually was it. But let me just keep going here before I tell y'all. Supposedly, someone claiming to be Anna's grandmother posted on Facebook saying that she believed that Anna had been murdered and that no substances were involved in Anna's passing. Because, of course, you start thinking, okay, she's 18. She's on this cruise ship. Did she drink something? Somebody slipped something in her drink. Was she partying? Was she taking something? And she was found passed out on, a lawn chair and didn't wake up. Like, what happened to her? Now, this post that was allegedly, we don't know for sure, from Anna's grandmother saying that there was foul play involved has since been deleted, and it's never been confirmed that this was actually Anna's grandmother. Stay with me here, though. At the time, I thought that maybe it actually wasn't Anna's grandmother because so far, Anna's parents have not publicly said anything about the details. Anna's stepmother, however, then posted this statement on Facebook. She's basically saying that she wanted everyone to stop sharing or posting about Anna, who is actually her stepdaughter. And she was saying that she was trying to grieve the loss, that it was incredibly difficult to navigate, that they're being overwhelmed with messages, and basically that there was a lot of untruths going around. Which when I saw that, I thought, okay, this is a woman that knows that there's an investigation going on. She's trying not to hurt the integrity of the case, maybe. It's always weird when I see people address and ask people to stop spreading untruths because that usually makes it worse. But nevertheless, you never know, what was going on in her head. She also posted the link to an exclusive interview that Anna's dad, Christopher, did with ABC News. Now, in it, he basically just talked about Anna's life and how wonderful she was. I was actually shocked to read it. To me, it was a bunch of like nothingness. It was like talking about how wonderful she is. It said that Anna's family finds comfort in knowing that Anna lived her 18 years to the fullest, and that Anna was the best child you could ever meet, and that they always would remember her for who she was. However, there was no details about anything in there. In that article, he didn't even say whether they were on the cruise with her, who she was on the cruise with. I found it. And again, this could be because of the investigation. It could be because of the writers that wrote up this article. But I thought the wording of they found comfort that she lived her 18 years, when to me as a parent, I'd be like, if there's an investigation going on, there's no comfort until, what's going on here. But maybe they know stuff we don't know. Stay with me here, guys. Christopher also did an exclusive interview with the Daily Mail, and in it, he said that the FBI has not shared anything with him yet, and that he would imagine they're going to be in contact with him, but he said that he knew as little as everybody else, and said that they were trying to sit and wait for answers. So by this time, it sounded like, based on those interviews, that neither Anna's dad or her stepmother had any idea what had happened to Anna, and that they were just waiting to hear from the FBI. And again, you guys, I go on cruises all the time, getting ready to go on another one. Y'all know we have a son that's 24. He's almost 25. We have a 14-year-old still at home. Like, I care about these kind of things. What happened to this 18-year-old? It sounds so weird. However, a lot of these rumors, and a lot of them, I was seeing people saying that they were on this cruise ship and that Anna was actually found under her bed, wrapped up in a blanket, and that she possibly had sharp wounds. However, no officials had come out and said that. Nobody from Anna's family had spoken about that or confirmed this. So when I first saw that, I'm like, are these a bunch of trolls? Like, that seems like a tall tale. But then just today, as of me filming this, the Daily Mail put out an article that says that they have confirmed with 2 sources that Anna was in fact found deceased, wrapped in a blanket, and stuffed under her bed with life jackets thrown on top of her. Their sources say that Anna wasn't feeling well on the night of November 6th while she was out eating dinner with her family, and so she decided to head back to her cabin. They said that when her dad, Christopher, and stepmother, Chantel, got everyone together for breakfast the next morning, so right then and there, they were on the cruise, allegedly, that there were no signs of Anna. So they get up, they get everybody, they can't find Anna. So they began searching the ship for her. The sources say that it was actually the cabin cleaner who found Anna when she went into the room to service the room, make the bed, and clean everything up. Can you imagine this, you guys? This lady goes in there, or this man, whoever was servicing the room, goes into the room, is cleaning it, sees stuff stuffed under the bed, goes to pull it out, and finds this 18-year-old under that bed like that at around 11 a.m. on November 7th. Yeah. Now, again, remember, Chris, her dad, just did that interview with the Daily Mail where he said that he knew as little as everyone else. The Daily Mail now quotes Christopher saying, "We were there as a family. Everybody was questioned. Everybody came off that ship. I don't know who they're looking at or what their investigation is." Now, I don't know these parents, and I don't know anything, but I can tell you right now that that's a very odd situation, because this not like Anna was found in the bed or, again, on a lawn chair out by the pool. She was put there. Also, I need to let y'all know, if you don't know, that there are cameras in the hallways of those cabins. So they know who went in that room and who went out that room. And allegedly, They haven't released a photo of anybody else they're looking at, which would make me assume that whoever else was in that room with her was the person going in and out. Around the same time that article dropped, someone claiming to be Anna's uncle posted this on X. Now, I'm going to pop this up here, but I need y'all to know that I do not know if this is actually her uncle or not. This may not be true, but allegedly, according to this is the uncle on her biological mother's side, allegedly, And they're ticked because they're saying that it was somebody in the family. I've also seen speculation that Anna's stepbrother confessed to his mother and was actually taken off the ship that day in handcuffs. However, I don't know if that's true or not. The dad did the interview with the Daily Mail and said they all came off the ship together, and that, but he also said that he knew as much as everybody else. And I don't know, something ain't adding up here, you guys. Something is off with this situation. Oh my gosh, you guys, I had to pop in here. Just last night, court documents came out that indicate Chantel, the stepmother, filed an emergency motion for continuance in a custody case that she has going on with her ex-husband. In the document, Chantel lists reasonings for needing this continuance, and it says an extremely sensitive and severe circumstance has arisen where the mother will not be able to testify at the hearing at this time. Currently, there is an investigation being conducted by the FBI arising out of the sudden death of 18-year-old Anna Kepner. Then it says the respondent has been advised through discussions with FBI investigators and her attorneys that a criminal case may be initiated against one of the minors. So basically, meaning Chantel is asking to delay her custody case because one of her minor children involved in this custody case may be getting criminal charges filed against him for Anna's passing. And my question is, why is it may be? What is going on that may be or may not be? Because like I said earlier, this doesn't sound like an accident. It sounds like, and again, I don't know all the details, somebody tried to conceal this. Very bizarre. And it's also rumored that the whole family stayed in that same room. Could you imagine if that is true, if the whole family slept in the beds in that room while Anna was in there? I have also snooped around online. The father, I believe, from what I found, was a single father for a while, got with Chantel, who has 3 of her own. And it looks like they just got married last year. I don't know if this is all accurate. They could have been together for 10 years. They could have been together for just a couple years. And now they're on the cruise and something has happened. So now the rumors are flying. And I mean, it's left up to people's own thoughts at this point. The article from the Daily Mail has now come out saying the way that she was found. And again, I don't know if any of this is true, but I found people saying that a week and a half before it was released from the Daily Mail. And now it's been confirmed by the Daily Mail. Allegedly, long as their sources are accurate. It's a very bizarre situation. I'm going to be following this closely. I hope that somebody is fighting for justice for Anna, if all of this is true. If the Daily Mail article is true and how she was found, I hope that somebody's on her side here, right? And again, when I first started seeing this story come into the media, I'm going, why is the media reporting on this? Why are these different big media sources reporting on this? It could have been a medical emergency, but what I think now is they had sources behind the scene and they knew this story that was going to be coming out, but they couldn't report on it yet because now it's all starting to make sense. Like in the condition that she was found, 18 years old, wrapped in a blanket, stuffed under the bed, and according to this alleged uncle, somebody slept on that bed all night long too with her under it. And how is this going to work being in international waters? Is that what's taking so long? Is it taking so long to make an arrest because they were in international waters and not technically here in the United States? I don't know. And why? I don't know. I have a lot of questions. I don't want to victim blame the family, but I have a lot of questions here. What do y'all think? Let me know what y'all think down below. Again, like I said, I will be following this. Thank y'all so much for watching this video. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all Friday. Bye.